Hey guys, we are finally back in the podcast studio. It's been a minute. So this episode is going to be more of a what's going on, updates, releasing some information that we've been working on for the past 2-3 months. I think the last episode was the end of August, and now we are in November, like mid-November. So it's been a minute. We've been working a lot on the business, and sometimes when you do these things, it's just you have to prioritize what you're doing and where you put your energy. And this is why the podcast had to stop for a little bit, because it does take a lot of time to do these things. You got to go to the studio, you got to record, you got to do some editing, all the things. So today, we're not going to talk about skin. We're just going to talk about updates. So for those little curious people that like to know the insides of what's going on in our little business, well, this is the episode for you. I'm not going to make it super long. I'm just going to tell you what we have been working on so you guys can know what's going on and perhaps what is coming up in 2024. So let's start with one of the biggest things that we've been working on for the last or just thinking about for the last year. What we do every year towards the end of the year, so August, September, October, we kind of review our year. We kind of do like an audit of what's working well, what's not working well, especially in terms of internal operations. We try to, one of our really huge important goals, because we are such a small space, we are this very high touch skin clinic boutique style business, is that we want to make sure that everything that we do is super high touch, is very personal. Every client that comes in, that the process is smooth sailing. So obviously there's always things that we have to work on, and that's totally normal. But one thing that I've been thinking about for the last year is to upgrade our booking software. And guys, you might be like, oh my God, really? Like, you've been thinking about this for a year? No. You need to understand that when we look at software, like today's softwares, there's a lot of software available. A lot of softwares that are available, but they're not always the right fit. So for me, it was more to make your experience more smooth sailing when you book online, when we check you out, when we check your history, when we make you pay, all these little things that are super important to make internal operations smooth sailing and make your customer experience super, super amazing. So we're changing softwares, guys. It's done. It's in the process. We're doing the transfer of data as we speak. I'm not going to reveal the name of the company that we're using just yet. I just want to make sure everything is done before we do. But you will see as of January 1st, maybe a little bit before, you'll see that we will be there's going to be a new software where you're going to book online. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is so top notch. So this is coming, and it's been in the works for like literally a year. So finally made the jump, doing it, going for it. Let's do this. So your experience is going to be way more amazing when you check out, when you check in, when you book your... Anyways, I'm super excited, so I'm going to stop talking about that. Now, obviously, another big thing that we've been talking about is our new machine, the Nordless. I will not go into the treatments today. I'm actually going to make separate episodes for those things, because I think it's important to go through the technologies very detailed to make sure that you guys understand what it does on the skin, and I'm not going to do that today. But our machine has been a very big focus for us since August. We did our training, we did our test runs, we did, all the things to make sure that we understand how it works. We got our event in October. Clients were having so much fun. Usually when we do events, we do these 5 to 7, on the Thursday. It's always a good day to do an events on Thursdays. And, we have drinks, food, we do demos, we do giveaways, we do special promo offers on new series and things like that. So it was really, really fun. Clients had a great time. And FYI, we sold out in less than a day our tickets for events. So for the next event, which is going to go into something new, that's going to be probably in May 2024, or maybe April. We'll see. Tickets sell out fast, so if you want to be there, you got to be on your computers when the tickets are released, okay? Just FYI, that's just how it goes with us. It's quick, quick, quick. We've been doing events for, 2 years now? Not even. And every year, every time we have an event, it just gets better and better and better. So this brings on the new project that we've been working on. for 2024. I'm not going to say too many details because this is something completely new that we have never thought we would go into. And, we're just biting the bullet and we're doing it. So as you guys can see, we like to make sure that we are always evolving. I think evolving is such a good value to have as a business because in our industry, things change really, really quickly. And it's easy to kind of get lost and forgotten if you don't evolve, if you don't grow, if you don't make your space better for your customers and your clients. So that's one important thing that we're kind of always a step ahead. That's kind of my job as the CEO. Like I'm always trying to vision everything and make sure to see like where are we going next year? What's going on? What are we getting into? And this new project is going to be launched probably in May 2024, no later than that. It's in the works right now, and I'm not going to say any details, but it's something that you will definitely want to be informed about because this is something that we've never done in the past. And, new year, let's go, let's do it. So that's coming up. So that's a little tease just to let you know that we're working on something totally new. And another thing that I haven't talked about, I don't want to make this episode all about me, but that's another huge thing that happened in the backdrops of things that I haven't really talked about with a few of my clients know, but I haven't said it really publicly to a lot of people. But I am now doing one-on-one coaching with Addo Aesthetics, which if you are an esthetician or if you're in the spa industry, you know them, they're a huge, great coaching company in the US, based in the US, and they really help estheticians be less overworked and overwhelmed so that they can actually be a true CEO, a true business owner in the aesthetic industry. And, obviously these are things you don't learn in school ever. And I am so, so, so honored to be part of this team because I've actually used them as a business coaching company in the last, in 2021, I believe. That's when I registered with them. And it has completely changed the way that we do things in our business for the better. And I work for them now. So this is great because it's a virtual job. I get to coach amazing spa owners and to guide them into beautiful, wonderful ventures that they don't, sometimes you need a coach for doing these things. So I do this now. And that's been a whole other project on the side that has just happened in the backdrops that I haven't really mentioned. So I do that now. So it's amazing. It feels like I'm an adult and things just get better and better every year. And a little bit chaotic, but who doesn't love a little bit of chaos, right? And oh yes, I just completely forgot. So we also, in the midst of all of that, we also hired a new esthetician. Her name is Christine. She's been with us for 2 months now that the podcast would air in mid-November, 2 months now. And she's got experience, so it's great. She's learning super fast, and she's working 2 days a week on Wednesdays and Fridays with us. And that also has been going on. Training someone new always takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of dedication, because you want them to be able to work like you, right? We are a small, high-end boutique skin clinic. Our team will always be small. Our team will always be, we're never going to have 15 employees. That's never going to happen. And when we hire someone or when we bring someone in, it takes a lot of time because you want to make sure that they fit well within the group. So that's been going on as well in the backdrops of things. So a lot of things happening, a lot of refinement, a lot of tweaking here and there, making sure our operations are doing well, making sure, your experience is top notch when you reach out to us as well. That's also another thing that's constantly evolving, and we just have to make sure that we're always on top of it. So those are the updates for what's going on right now. I think that's enough. If you want more information on the treatments that we are offering with the Nordless, so we've got the IPL and we've got the Frax. New generation of IPLs, amazing. And then the Frax 1550, which is non-ablative skin resurfacing. I will release episodes in the coming weeks about each of these technologies so you guys can understand a little bit more on how it works, who is it for, downtime, things like that. Not a lot of downtime, by the way. It's amazing. So on this note, I will stop talking because it's a lot of updates. And if you guys want to keep in touch with us, you can always find us on Instagram at MetaEsthetique. You can also send us an email. We'd love to have long conversations. That's what we're all about. We can speak with hello@themetaesthetique.com. This is where you reach us. All right. So we will chat very soon. And until next time, take care.